So, Amber, I'm going to be honest. I put off writing this until like Thursday night. I knew that when I wrote it, it meant that the goodbye was coming, and saying goodbye to you is honestly the hardest thing that I've had to do. So thanks for being the best big sister. I love you so, so much. Me being the pre-teenager that I was probably really obsessed with the idea of my sister having a boyfriend, because, you know, boys were like in at that age. So I probably asked her like a bunch of questions like, is he a good kisser? Or does dad know? But aside from all the silly questions, I've anxiously watched Amber and Chris's relationship grow over the past 8 years, and it has honestly been a privilege. So I've watched Chris randomly like shower my sister with like gifts and like flowers, and he's really big on jewelry. It's been kind of a struggle trying to figure out what I wanted to say to you specifically, because what do you say to someone who's like stealing your best friend away? You're really patient with Amber. You always take care of her and spend time and try and make her laugh when she's crying. Honestly, you look at my sister like there's nobody else in the room, and I think that that's something that's so special.
Grandma and Grandpa painted a picture of 65 years in one little house. More than a memory, more than saying I do. Kiss you good nights and I love yous. Me and you, baby, will walk in the footsteps and build our own family, one day at a time. 10 little toes, a painted pink room. Our beautiful baby looks just like you. As life will go by in the blink of an eye, but I wouldn't want to spend it without you by my side. The clouds are gonna roll, the earth's gonna shake, but I'll be a shelter through the wind and the rain, and we'll build this love from the ground up, now till forever. It's all of me, all of you. Just take my hand and I'll be the man your dad hoped that I'd be, and we'll build this love from the ground.
Today we come and we celebrate what God does when He brings two lives together. He makes us both male and female, and He says, I'm going to make you desire to find completion in one another, and we find these people that we want to spend the rest of our lives with, and today we're coming to see Chris and Amber do that.
Today I want to give you just 3 words, and I try and keep these really simple because I know that it's in moments like this that you're not really hearing me right now. And the first word I want to give you, really all these words can only be understood really in a Christian context, when we understand who we are in Christ and what He's made us to be and who He desires for us. The first one I want to give you is the word submit. And I know that's like wow, that's starting off with a great word, Wayne, thank you. But this is what Ephesians chapter 5, verse 21 says. It says, submit to one another out of reverence for Christ. And it's kind of defining right there how we're all supposed to be thinking of one another and submitting to one another. But then he speaks specifically here about a husband and wife relationship. This word is kind of falling on hard times. The idea of considering somebody else, allowing somebody else to be heard. And the second word I want to give you is the word sacrifice. Because people think that love is like some warm, fuzzy feeling. That's not really love at all. That's like the buzz of love, but really love is demonstrated in the way you live and act towards each other. Just like Christ gave His life for us. The final word I want to give you is to serve. It goes on to say this, however, each of you also must love his wife as he loves himself, and the wife must respect her husband. And both those words, love and the respect, come out of a root of service. And so always remember to serve each other first. And I'm confident that we'll be celebrating years in the future of the love you guys have been able to experience together.
And we'll give all that we have, and we'll build this love from the ground up.
I knew Chris and Amber before they Chris and Amber. Amber first day of school and Chris first day of my life. So I can say that I think I know both of them pretty well, and I have seen an amazing relationship grow over these past, I'm gonna say, 9 years. One thing on Chris, he has been one of the strongest, most supportive men I've seen in a relationship in a long time. And one of the things I've seen about Amber is how caring and supportive she is. And both of these are very important for what makes a marriage successful. First thing is, remember what submissiveness is, and that is to God first and at times to each other. And from that, you can remember love. Love, you need to remember the selflessness in love when things get hard and when things are great. It's why Christ died for us.
From the ground up.
It's the selflessness in love that makes love true and pure. I'm just very excited to see where you guys are going to go, and I know that the love you guys will have will endure.